Alright, what is up guys? This is Aaron from Sound Resolution and here we are back into Dota and also in a low skill lobby. So for those of you who do not know my channel, or I should say my current series, kind of what I'm doing is I am playing some low level matchmaking because I am a low level player and I'm sort of going through it and picking apart what I'm doing wrong. Because I feel like I have a pretty good knowledge, so a lot of time it's my execution that is the problem. And so here we go. So first things first, thank you for the person on my third video, Mega Flexia, for pointing out that I had sound issues. And I actually hadn't realized it in the video, and I went back and I was checking some settings during the exporting, and I was able to find out where I went wrong. And so thank you for helping me out with that very much. So shout out to you, and here we go though. Anything helps this, small, very small channel. I've had some, some good responses from people about a lot of my videos. I try to stay objective as possible. It's kind of just what I do. So here I am with Juggernaut on the bottom lane. I really need to get off this directed camera and get rid of that. Okay, here we go, much better. So maybe I should turn my scroll speed down. We'll keep it like this for a while. You guys let me know if this scroll speed is a little bit too high or not. This is what I usually play on. So, I actually think this will be too fast. I think this is just going to be too fast. It'll be a little annoying to watch. Let's go to our settings here. Let's go to our controls. So I guess I could point out, if you don't really know, why can't I? Oh boy, now I can't find it. Wow. Really? Oh, now I feel like it might be somewhere where it's kind of weird. Yeah, it is. Okay. So camera acceleration, camera speed. Kind of get them down to normal rates here. Maybe even a little lower. Okay. So, yeah, I think this will work for viewing purposes. Let's go. Starting item build. I did Tango, Salve, Clarity. I brought Clarities because I had a Juggernaut in my lane, and I'm just pretty kind of farm dependent. So here I am. Unfortunately, I did not know my Juggernaut wanted to go immediately on a hero. Kind of wasn't a big fan of this. I just kind of wanted him to farm up. Unfortunately, he misses some last hits here.
Forget this.
It's kind of a theme, so maybe he doesn't understand. No, it's 46 base damage. That's pretty low. Unfortunately, he probably should not have gone boots and tried to get his base damage up for easier last hitting. So I think that was the reason he was having problems. So that's kind of like something where maybe his execution could have been better because of his item choice. But I decided in this series I wanted to focus more on me. Because a lot of times in the first 3 episodes what I was doing was I was focusing on everybody. And that was not necessarily overwhelming, but I think it's better if I just pick apart one person. And I'll just do myself because I know what I was thinking at the time. I know what I was trying to accomplish and what I failed to accomplish. So I pick up some wards. I could probably skip a Clarity and a Salve to pick up the wards instead right off the bat. That would have been way smarter. That would just be the better play overall. So here I am, I'm doing some harass, to be honest, as much as possible. That's kind of all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to give the Juggernaut space. I'm not really blowing through my consumables. Wow. Phantom Assassin has none, and Faceless Void just has a Tango. I assume he's going hand to Midas. And so, for me, every single hit I'm getting in on him is actually pretty big. I should actually maybe consider casting, even though it's pretty expensive, Thunderstrike on PA again, just because a lot of that damage means a lot because she can't get it back quickly, so she has to stay further back all the time. Abaddon scoring first blood on the top, really nice. Against a Huskar, wow. Huskar must really not understand that he's not very good in the early game anymore. That low agi is really bad now. So we went on PA here. Let's go back and talk about something I probably could have done better here. And I think it's pretty obvious. So here we are for the setup. Nice, he gets that. Some denying creeps. I went back to the top lane to view that. And we come back down here. Very simple what I could have done. I didn't know if he was going to spin. I could have kinetic fielded her, to be honest, pretty easily. The only problem is she did have Blink Phantom Strike, so she could have jumped out to like Void. So that would be the one thing. It was a little surprising she actually didn't do that anyways. So maybe we would have gotten the kill because she would not have known to do that. But she's hanging back here for a little bit too long, probably. It's a little strange. I've had these wards in this inventory for so long. This is really a waste. Maybe not necessarily. Maybe I should go back to get them, to be honest, because I don't feel like the pressure here is that much. Does this guy not know how to share tangos? As I said, low skill lobby, guys. So, the reason I do this, and people, you know, watching really good people. So what I was trying to do here, I died because I was actually messing around. Oh, I didn't die. I was messing around with the attack move onto a friendly creep to try to switch the tower, the aggro of the tower, and I just failed to do so. And so that's a little thing you can do. But the reason I'm doing this series is because people are like, you know, if you're bad, why make videos? Because I think it's important because there's such a large player base now, and there's so many people who are new to the game, and so many people who are enthusiastic about the game, such as myself. I think it's very important to look at mistakes. And so pretty much this series is just me pointing out everything I do wrong. Like the courier, here I should be in lane. I don't need to go off to the left. Like this is probably maybe 2 kills we should have, unfortunately. But because I've sort of been doing something else, and there's been a lack of communication between me and the carry. And he's really the only carry on the team. Abaddon, I guess, can do a semi-carry kind of thing. But Jug is really the main farmer here in the safe lane. So this is something I can do to help accelerate him, and we haven't done so. Because look at this, Void's 4, he's 3, and that's really an advantage, a slight advantage for them. Like that really shouldn't be the case, unfortunately. And I've kind of been hesitant to throw down the kinetic field, and I really shouldn't be because it's really my lowest mana costing spell. So that's pretty big mistakes by myself, if I would say so. Yeah, I guess that would be the most obvious thing in the early game. Picking up sentry wards this early when I know the camps are blocked isn't really that smart either. I must have wanted to de-ward the river, I think. That really must be the only thing I wanted them for. I don't think that's really a great pickup though either. I think just picking up the observer wards and saving up for some boots and then trying to go ganking or something with glimpse and kinetic field would be the better choice. Yeah, what I'm doing, I'm not a fan of what I'm doing right now. Like, everything you do in the game, like, you're always thinking you're doing the right thing when you're doing it, but looking back, this is why I do these replays. It's because I noticed, yeah, that I'm probably doing most things wrong. And these sentry wards are sitting here in my inventory. They're essentially a waste. I could just plop one, like, right here. And there's probably a ward here or here for them. So, well, there isn't, but you know what I'm saying. There could be. So, that's probably the smartest thing I could do. I don't really know why I have sentry wards. There's no invis heroes on their team. Naturally, invis heroes. So, bad decision making by myself, because all I have right now is 2 branches, essentially. That's helping me. I have a little bit of regen and some wards. PA going down into the river. I saw this and I actually was like hoping she would come back up, and she did. And yeah, I just back off because he wants to hit creeps, and that's totally cool. That's the right decision. This guy should be focused 100% on last hitting. Now that his base damage is a little bit higher, he did pick up a Quelling Blade at least. Really needed that. So that's actually probably not a bad pickup. You could probably pick up stats, to be honest, and be just as effective. And he's auto-attacking the creeps here, which is not necessarily the smartest thing. And here I am. I'm just trying to harass down Void. He's going to backtrack some of the damage, but it's good just to get him a little bit lower so they're less likely to initiate on us. Or try to gank us, but I do have a ward up here, so that is one of the decent things I've done. As a support, it's actually pretty important in my opinion in lower skill level lobbies to do these sorts of things, because I should ping this out. I believe purple TP's bot, and I was pinging this out and I run back. I wanted him to come back as well. I knew Death Prophet was coming in, and that's the really nice part about a ward, is because maybe we don't know she's there. And so here is a big fight. They have 4 here. Not really sure why. We wanted to pursue, not really sure why, but I did have a glimpse. Can bring back Death Prophet, get the kill. Really solid. We're all still very high health. That was really poorly executed by them mostly. That really was very little of what we did, but we did a good job of following up in taking what we could without overextending a little bit too much. Puck was pretty far forward. If like Void was 1 level higher, he could have chronoed us. That probably would have changed the whole fight. So, I won't say I recognize that he wasn't level 6, because I absolutely did not. But at the same time, we did take what we could, and we played it safe, and we, you know, didn't lose a lot. So, really good, actually, surprisingly, there for us. We probably could have done a little bit more on another hero, but I actually don't mind the decision to be a little passive. And I think as new players, I think being passive is a very good thing. Just because it's very hard. I really wish I was picking up, like, well, I guess he has a Basilius, so never mind. Now I'm not sure what I would want to pick up here. I kind of forgot what my item progression was. But Death Prophet here wants to go kind of a little confusing. I'm not sure really why. I bring her back again. Get away from that Ion Shell. And that was an insanely unnecessary ultimate, if you ask me. That was a pretty funny little phase shift there by Puck. But anyways, let's go back to the heart of the issue. They are totally overcommitting. They actually have had numbers several times. They've had the advantage in terms of spells, in my opinion, in a couple of ways. But we've done a really good job of actually using the kinetic field surprisingly well here. Using Glimpse to secure a kill. They're pursuing too hard, getting their health dropped, and then I can just glimpse one back. So it essentially, like, even though all 4 of them are running away, I can bring one out and make it a 3v1. So pretty cool thing about Disruptor. I think he's a pretty strong hero, actually. I think he's kind of underrated. And I think the Glimpse has multiple uses. Like, if somebody TP's in, you can glimpse them back, and so they essentially wasted a teleport and can't be in the fight. I think it's really good. Especially if you can catch out the enemy carry. I think it's excellent. I'm only a fan of 1 level of kinetic field. I just don't think it needs to be higher. As we spin for creeps here. He did this a couple times, not a fan, just because it's so high mana, and it's really his one way of securing kills in the early game. Not a fan, but I do like getting Thunderstrike, maybe a level or 2. I think getting Glimpse up is the most important thing, just because it lowers the mana cost, it lowers the cooldown, and it increases the range to a ridiculous amount. And so the difference between 160 mana cost and 70 mana cost is really huge. So Storm Spirit doing a really good job. He is 3-0-2. Haven't watched him exclusively. I am 1-0-2, and Juggernaut is 2-0. And it's important, I unfortunately do have 1 kill, but it is important to try to give your carries, I believe my kill was on the PA, he couldn't get that kill. He wasn't able to secure that one. I was only able to pick that one up. We did miss a few kills, but it is important, as I said in my last video, which was completely inaudible, but thank you for pointing that out again. Because of my sound issues. It was let your carry snowball, and it was the fact that I was trying to make sure, without losing kills for us, to, I'm picking up a wand. I don't like this. I guess I'm getting near boots, so I felt like, hey, I can just buy a wand, have that delivered to me, and yeah. Their Huskar was too aggressive, so we're up 10-1, and it's important to let my carry have these kills. We've won the lane pretty hard. My guy's been able to hit creeps. They can't hit creeps. PA and Faceless Void need farm really bad. All Faceless Void at 11 minutes has is a hand of Midas and 800 gold. Like, that's really bad. Death Prophet, this is like a support build, like, almost. This is really rough for them. Not much here either. She's going Vlad's. Rushing an early Vlad's, to be honest, isn't that great. Because it's a percentage-based item. Unfortunately, he didn't, that was a really horrible kinetic field, I'll just say that. This is where, they, essentially, I'm fine with giving Jug a kill on PA, and dying to Huskar, who's been feeding like crazy. Like, to me, that's a worthy trade. It was a little reckless of us to go in there, probably, so that may have been a little dangerous, but Juggernaut gets out safe. He has his Perseverance. I'm assuming he's going Battle Fury, I would assume. I don't know what else he'd go for. We got Abaddon tanking the tower. And here we are pushing the mid tower, which is awesome. I respawn here, and I believe I TP bot. Or I run around in circles. So that's another big problem I have, is my decision making isn't just immediate. Like, I should be bot. If I'm bot, these guys can't do anything. And they have free farm, and by don't do anything, I mean they can't do anything to the tower. Like, they'll still probably be able to hit creeps. Here I am. I finally TP'd. That's a mistake. Like, I should be more decisive. And sometimes I've noticed in Dota is, I know this is kind of strange, but sometimes doing the wrong thing fast is sometimes better than doing the right thing slowly. And although it didn't cost me here, and as I do a horrible job of last hitting creeps here, and as a support, it's also really important you get these last hits. Not getting these last hits, that's another big mistake. So, like, here I am, back-to-back mistakes. Although it's not like I don't die, it's not like that, so people don't think it's really a big deal. It is a big deal, to be honest, because overall in the gold, I actually don't even remember Huskar being here. So I glimpse him back, put up the kinetic field, I trap him. This is really reckless by him, to be honest. Yeah, and here's Zion, the Jug. Alright. And he has the move speed to keep up with him, and just one auto attack, and he's dead. Huskar obviously goes out saying, bad decision. Like, if you don't know where everybody is, being here is very dangerous. Like, being there is like, that's really bad. That's not smart. So, unfortunately for his team, he's been feeding pretty hard. And although it really hasn't affected our lane, it's mostly been Storm who's benefited, in my opinion, and Storm and Abaddon are heroes that you don't want to get going in front. And I like that he has the pieces of a mech, but bought a casual Yasha. It's interesting. So here I am, I TP'd back. Got some Arcanes, which was, I believe, the right choice. Jug needs mana, Storm needs mana, Puck can use mana.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Abaddon's probably fine. But, really Jug needs mana, so I felt like picking up Arcane Boots. So really solid. He's almost at his Battle Fury, and I was right. Okay. I haven't played this game. Most of the games I actually usually replay them right afterwards because I feel like I have a pretty good stance of what happened. I usually rewatch it quickly through to see if I'm right or wrong about things. But this one, it's been a few days, so actually I'm a little not 100% sure. So here I find Void. This is really dangerous. I mean, look at this. I am warding. This is probably a mistake. Like, I shouldn't be doing this by myself. I should probably glimpse her back, actually. That's probably should have been the priority. But here I do. I drop the kinetic field. I drop the silence to make sure. I don't want her to be able to Phantom Strike out of this. And once again, unfortunate use of Omni Slash there. I glimpse Void back. Storm, nice. Gets the link, just barely. And so Void can't get out now. He Chronos, worthy attempt. But he should still die. And to be honest, I'm not really sure that's worth the Chrono attempt. In my opinion, not. Especially because you're not the hard carry at this point. It's probably... Oh, rough. Actually, he might be the hard carry at this point, but even then, using a Chrono in self-defense is pretty rough. Because you're so far behind, landing a good Chrono offensively might be more important than, you know, not taking the death. Because if he not dies, what does he accomplish? Like, to be honest, it's really the same thing. We probably still rotate mid, and we take this tower. Like, it really doesn't matter. And he has Chrono on 77-second cooldown. And to be honest, this is a team fight. Maybe they could win. Maybe. I won't say they absolutely could, but Juggernaut doing a good job of split pushing. This is really solid. When you have 4 people pushing a tower early, it's really nice to have another hero doing something on another lane. I actually think that's very, very important. A 4-1 split push, essentially. Because it essentially frees up one person to do it, because they have to deal with this, the 4 of us. They can't now, especially because of how snowballed, or I should stop saying snowballed, but because of how far ahead we are. I think it's really, they have to commit all 5 to stop us from taking their racks, and so Juggernaut can just go do his thing, which is awesome. This is where he should back away. He should back away now. He really should. This is bad.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And he should teleport, but he doesn't have a TP scroll. Always keep a TP scroll, by the way. This is also dangerous by myself. I should be just out of here. A lot of my positioning and a lot of my decision makings in terms of just being aware on the map. Smart TP out. That's kind of the weakest part of my game right now. I don't have great game sense. I don't have great mechanical skills. I do understand matchups and some decent usage of abilities and some certain team fight things. I feel like I do a pretty good job of that as much as possible. But overall, I don't believe I'm the best mechanical player and the best sort of map decision maker person. Those are kind of my weaknesses, I would say. And that's kind of what I focus on, because really those are arguably the most important things. Here I am just trying to deny a creep. I don't know why I stopped trying to deny a creep. I guess I decided I wanted him to tank some. And here, somebody should go over here. Probably Storm, because he has the AoE to clear it. He should probably go up here, right here, and then just like do his static remnant and take out the creep wave, and this tower would already be dead by now. But I could have done the same thing too, so it really doesn't matter. I say Storm because he probably needs to farm the most. And middle, there's a fight. I'm gonna go join it. I decided I'm gonna go through here because clearly they're running away now. And I can very soon glimpse somebody. I should glimpse that. I can glimpse that. There we go. And I get Void here. And so I'm just going to hit him a couple times. And that was, you know, unfortunate I got the kill there. I could have let Abaddon have it. I was just trying to make sure he didn't jump away. But it was still on cooldown. It just came off cooldown. He only has it at level 1, so... Wow. I mean, I guess that's okay, actually. But with how this game's gone, maybe you consider getting it up higher. But here we are. We're going to try to defend. Storm Spirit jumps in at a pretty good time. Unfortunately, he gets silenced. Really nice silence, actually. I decided to be in the front lines, which is, you know, by far the smartest thing, as you guys can see in that situation. And this is the thing with Void, is people don't understand you have to have mass amounts of farm. Like, you do. And it's like the Midas thing is, like, fun and all. And it's not bad for... but you can only go Midas if, like, you can't just decide to go Midas, in my opinion, right off the bat. I think you need a little bit of help as a Void to secure your farm. Because if you don't get that Battle Fury, you don't get that Hand of Midas. Hand of Midas is less important. And there's a huge creep wave. Somebody should go get that. I think I pinged this out, actually. And once again, here I am. I'm just doing nothing. And this is seconds that are valuable. Like, and I'm just, like, not entirely sure what I want to do. And I'm just kind of looking all over the map, like, what do I want to do? And this is sort of something that I definitely need to work on. I'm going to be trying to be more decisive. And, this tower's taking a beating.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, this is not the smartest thing to do for me here. And I still have like one sentry ward. Like, I've not used the sentry ward at all. Like, they finally have one observer ward here on the rush pit. So I guess the sentry ward did do something. As I yawn. We finally take that out. Solid, solid. I kind of forgot Observer Wards, to be honest, gave vision. And here I am. This is probably not the best Observer Ward, but I think we were preparing for Roshan. I could have placed it like here. That would have actually been decent. I would have had essentially full vision of this area. And that might have been okay, but this is so much overlapping Observer Ward. This is a huge mistake, again. Like, this is just bad. Don't combo these spots. Like, just don't combo these 4 spots, really. These 4 ward spots. And if you don't know which ones they are, they're this, and this, typically. I mean, and this isn't a great ward either. He should be, like, here to get the high ground vision and the lane. So our warding is, like, an overall F. Like, it really couldn't be worse. Just, like, this is really bad. So, so that's something as a support, you have to have good wards, efficient wards. Like this one up here is pretty good. Ours just died. It literally just died. But I had one up here earlier. That's a pretty good one for an aggressive ward. Really nice for the Storm Spirit and the Puck. They have a pretty good. They have a pretty easy time of going for pickoffs, in my opinion. But here we are mid. We're just trying to control the map, and we do control the map. They can't really do a whole lot outside of their base. Juggernaut, I believe, is going to place an Obs ward.
Dire's
Yep,
courier
solid.
has been killed.
Good ward. Get Vision again, aggressively.
Radiant's
Really
bottom
good.
tower is under
Faces
attack.
Void, like, he shouldn't be here. It's like, yeah, he has an escape mechanic, and this is such a waste. This is so bad. Like, he went Mask of Madness, which is usually an item you only get if you're ahead, and you feel like you can take the chance, and that is some horrendous juking. Well, I guess there really wasn't a whole lot they could do in terms of disables. Could have Dream Coiled them, I guess. That's about it. Now, this is an appropriate use of Omni Slash. I'm pro that. I'm okay with that. And this is something, they just don't have any disables, the other team. Like, you have to have disables. Like, I essentially have a pseudo disable, and so does Storm. But we don't have that many either. We have, well, I guess Dream Coil is quite good. Holy cow. Look at that Dagon.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, man. Whoa, was that Pucks? It was Pucks, okay. Alright, solid. Disruptor. There we go.
Are fortified. Dire's
So, although we're gonna win this game, and most people would be happy with this and stuff, and here I am, I placed an Observer Ward. I actually like this ward. I think this is a good ward. I don't know, maybe you guys can let me know if this is a bad ward or not. But, oh yeah, by the way, I have a new ward. I have a new rare ward. I was so happy. I opened the chest. It was so cool. But,
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
but this ward, I think it's pretty good, to be honest. As the team fight starts to begin, I get the Huskar, not really the best pick off, to be honest. Like, it's kind of nice to be able to kill him quickly, just to not deal with him. Just because he does get a little tankier the further the fight goes. So maybe that was the right choice. But, I feel like I could have done PA, because she does have the helm.
Dire's
I don't know why I said Vlad. Of course she's going helm. That makes way more sense. So, nice job. And they really just, like, I mean, they have to fight this essentially, and it's so out of control. So normally I said I'd like to not do stomps, and it's just like, yeah. So I sent Void out, so essentially just minimize the damage he can do.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
We thought about diving. That was pretty funny. So just like kind of, this is like so many mistakes, and although we won, and to be honest, like right after the game, you don't feel like maybe you made that many mistakes. I did notice that warding mistake actually pretty early on, and as we're just diving the fountain now for kills for fun. It's so awesome. That's so cool that Abaddon can do that. But
Middle tower is under attack.
But there's just a lot of mistakes, and I went through essentially most of them. There's probably a ton I didn't catch, to be honest. Again, I think my team fighting was okay-ish. I've been handing out urn charges pretty decently. I don't think that's been a problem. I haven't noticed that. Everybody's near full health, which is good. It's kind of been my job with the urn, especially because we don't have a mech. Or Abs has a mech, doesn't he?
Dire's
Yeah, he
middle
does.
tower is
So-
under attack.
I like how he's like a slash support slash whatever. I don't know what he's doing, but oh well. That's pretty funny. I'm just looking for kinetic field here for fun. Man, I'm yawning. Oh, nice phase shift. And I was able to get 3, so really good. That was an excellent one, although it doesn't matter now at the end of the game. Unfortunately, Jug ends up going inside.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I tried to glimpse PA further out, but we're just diving and trolling at this point. Puck should have a blink dagger, in my opinion. That'd be my only change. I think double bracers a little... Double bracers are not my favorite when people do that. But, you know, everybody has their own builds and their own preferences, and maybe he felt like he just
Radiant's
needed...
bottom
Man!
tower is under attack.
Maybe he just felt like he needed a little bit more tankiness. That's probably what it was. But here we go, Void doing pretty much the only... This is like the one good thing Void has done. He's too far out now that the fighting has stopped. But this is, I guess, the only thing he could do is just go out, split push, and farm. And to be honest, in Publix games, people don't do this enough.
Radiant's
It's essentially really the smartest thing to do. People go like 5-on-5 immediately, too much. And people still, you know, doubt the effectiveness of a farmed carry. And although I don't think we're concerned with Void. Wow, man, I'm gonna need some coffee or something after this video.
Dire's middle tower is
But overall, there was like a ton of mistakes. We went 36-8, but guess what? I was talking all game about how poorly I played. And I think it's important to, even in your wins, even in your big wins, even in your best performances, and I feel like I played pretty well as a support. I didn't die too much, so that was pretty key. I didn't have those really dumb mistakes like I did in episode 1, which that was the video I wanted to start out with because I played so bad in terms of positioning, and I am out of position actually fairly frequently here. I haven't talked too much about that, only because I haven't gotten picked off, and I haven't been quick enough with my decision making, which would also help with me not getting picked off or being out of position. So even in your best wins and your best performances, you have to be able to acknowledge that there were certain things you did poorly and certain things you can always get better at, and I think that's very important in Dota, even more so than most games, to be honest. Wow, what an unfortunate Omni Slash. And he had Ags. Wow. I dropped the ult. I think it was necessary. I think we needed the damage to kill him because I don't think Storm would have been able to... No, maybe... I thought we should have been able to kill him. Yeah, we should have been able to kill him. So, anyways. So maybe the ulti was a bit of a waste. Yeah, I think it was a bit of a waste. But, overall, I played decent. I still feel like this was actually a fairly weak game for myself. Just after watching it, just knowing where I'm at, though, it's still a decent game for where I'm at. I catch out Death Prophet for fun here. Get them auto attacks and earn charge. And I finally died to the Burning Spear. Huskar was auto attacking a creep there. That was pretty funny. So all in all, ton of mistakes, and this is what I do in this series. I point out all my mistakes, and I think as newer players, we all can learn from this, and so that's why I'm doing it. And here we go, Puck doing a really good job of getting kills in and around the fountain, because why not? Upgraded his Dagon, nice, nice. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We obviously clean up here right at the end. No coming back from this one. And I hope to see you guys next time on my next video. And this is what I'm going to be doing. And I really want you guys' feedback if you enjoy the style of video or not. I've just become frustrated kind of with a lot of the console stuff I've been having problems with. So I've decided to go purely to PC. And a little side note, I also have a Hearthstone beta key, so I can show, I'll be able to do some videos on that, and my preliminary thing is I think it's really interesting. I've had a lot of fun with it the first few times I played, and so a little tidbit there at the end, and always the report the sucky player for not playing a team game sort of thing, which you don't report people for being bad at the game. So I hope to see you guys next time. This is Aaron from Sound Resolution, and I hope you enjoyed the video.